Hi guys, this is Isra from Digital Sun. I'm the marketing manager, and today I'm joined by Luis.
Hi, I'm one of the design directors of Moonlighter 2.
Today we are going to play some never before seen gameplay of Moonlighter 2 now that we are launching the game finally after so many years and after so many emotions developing this. And we are going to jump straight into a dungeon right at the start, right?
Yeah. We
So
can go
let's
right
to the
now.
first dungeon.
And it's interesting to start in the first dungeon, and this is going to be Kalina, because today, as you can see, popular relics from this dimension. Today the relics from Kalina are popular. What it means that it's gonna be sold for a higher price than in the shop.
Yeah, now that we are talking about dungeons and one, how many dungeons will be in the early access day one version?
In the early access, you will count with three full dungeons, and each one of them will have a second location, like a particular or another spot with a little bit of variations of the first one. There's gonna be like three dimensions, and then with each one two locations.
And there are a lot of changes between each. Well, like not only visually but enemies, effects.
There are gonna be like different enemies. You will find different enemies, and also you will find a different boss. And there are certain materials that are exclusive from that location. So if you want to purchase one thing or another, you will have to select which one.
Cool.
And now we have like several combat perks, and I think this is gonna be pretty good for the start. This will make our gun inflict Kun, that is a ailment that we will apply into the enemies. We will see more about that soon, and let's choose the first one is always a test. Okay, I'm killing everything in one shot.
Will now has a gun, which is one of the big novelties from Moonlighter 2. In comparison to Moonlighter 1. Is this would you say, is this the biggest difference between the two, or there are more?
Yeah, I think there are a few more differences. The first one, as you can see, we have like a gun, and the gun comes with us. It's not like a particular weapon. It comes with us with each weapon that we choose. Also, we have a lot of depth in each particular weapon. They have like several inner mechanics that will not just give them particular identity, but also there will be like upgradable inside the run through certain perks. Okay, let's first chest of the run.
Legendary.
no, it's just rare. Okay, in Kalina we have two main effects that like they make a class between them. We have the Barn and we have the Armor. Barn is a negative effect that will destroy relics, and the Armor, basically you can apply it into a relic and will protect it from the Barn. And the effects of Barn and Armor will make synergies around ways to increase the value, the quality of the relics without losing some of them, or maybe you want to lose some of them because of the effect they have.
No, because another difference between Moonlighter 1 and 2 is that now the objects have a quality value that will vary from run to run.
Yeah.
So you can, each time you sell an object is basically different.
Yeah, originally we had like this idea of improving the price, but with the changes that we made recently from the shop, we needed like a parameter to improve the relics, but keeping the price hidden. So basically we bring this quality that as much quality an item has, the sell price will be increased later on.
And you mentioned that the burn effect can destroy relics.
Yeah.
That's a clear indicator that there will be high risk-reward synergies and mechanics throughout the backpack management. Like you can lose relics if you are not careful enough.
Yeah, basically, let me choose here. Okay. Basically, let's find another chest if we can. There's gonna be our few rooms until we find a chest. Basically, all the effects have a natural benefit and a natural problem. In the case of Kalina, is the one that the problem is the most straightforward. This is what we're gonna choose this. This is Liver. This is one of the event guys that we can find through the run, and he's gonna bring certain modifications that are gonna rise up some stakes. And regarding the effects of the courses, you will find in Kalina the most like straightforward problem that the main effect is destroying relics, but most of the relics that will destroy another will come with a benefit from the destroy. So it's up to you to try to increase as much quality as you can without losing the value that comes from destroying relics. Another important part here is the fact that the rarity of the relic is a hint of the price of the relic. So you can feel more common destroying a common relic, and you are making a wrong choice if you destroy one of a higher rarity. So yeah, we have 2 parts here. We can add to our attack foam, an effect that will make the enemies explode after a little bit of time. And if I didn't describe it, I don't care about the power now. I want this one. From now on, relics are found with +8 quality. I want this. Yeah. Let's sacrifice a little bit of power here.
And it's another of the main big difference in comparison with the first entry, right? That we now have pairs.
We now have pairs. We now have a lot of things that will modify the way you play across the run. We have to make the gameplay more emergent and more bring a lot of variation run to run.
Yeah, because that was maybe one of the main issues with the first game, that it could feel repetitive to some extent.
Yeah. It was quite linear, and through that structure ended up being a little bit stiff at the later hours. We want to make sure that this is a game is not a game that you can complete and forget. It's a game that if you remember after a couple of months after finish it, you can come back and take a few runs and have fun with us.
Absolutely, again. A game you want to come back.
Yeah,
absolutely. I'm seeing that you can get loot not only from chests but also from enemies.
Yeah, we have differentiate between relics and materials because we wanted to make. I think I'm interested in this one. We wanted the game to be focused about this quality game and how to increase it, and don't have second thoughts about destroying certain things or having to consider what to do with the relics. So we wanted the relics to be focused on being collected and sold, and then materials be the tools to improve your gear and several other upgrades. We're gonna pick this one, and we're gonna increase the value of these 3. But the interesting one is this one that is rare, is a higher value because it's rare, so we want to keep that in a high quality.
And right now you can see on the screen that some of the relics has a sold for price, but if you are new to the game and you have never sold one of those, you have to guess the price every time you find a new relic.
Of course. With new relic, you're gonna have to guess the price. In fact, this is an increased version. So this one is sold for 61, and this one has a higher match value. So let's gonna push up a little bit, and as you can see, the effect of this one is like just gonna burn the whole row, but it's gonna increase 8 points of quality for each burn relic. So these ones are clearly low value. So we're gonna put this one here, and then there's gonna burn. And then the quality, the numbers skyrocket. So with this and the effects that I can apply on relics on the shop, we can increase this sold price a lot.
Again, the backpack management is one of the most interesting thing, if not the most, to do in the dungeons, at least for me. I love the puzzle, I love the extra challenge it adds. When compared to the first game, where it was a bit of a hoard as much as you can, like put everything in your backpack, which was nice. But I like this feeling of having to think before grabbing stuff. Like, I can't carry everything with me. I have to be meticulous with what I carry. It's a nice variation.
being a little bit redundant here, is not just how much can you take, it's also of which quality are the items are you taking. So yeah. In the dungeon we also have these things. This is like we call it a hazard, and basically when I hit it, spawn bullets that hit enemies. So it's a tool basically to survive in the dungeon. I killed the guy out of a screen.
You can even kill
Yeah.
with those.
Yeah, and some perks will raise the power of these ones. This one is quite interesting. For example, this is what I was talking about risk and reward. This one will add its own quality to the relic that burns him. So, for example, this is a little bit late, but if I had burnt that relic with this one will not only have been applying its effect, it will steal the quality of this one. So I can increase the quality of this one and then give it to another of higher value.
There's always that temptation of keeping some relics for what might come later.
Yeah. The risk reward is in each decision you make. Choosing power among wealth might be more prudent, but it's against the greed that you will feel with the relics. Once you have a relic, you want to think, I can apply the effect now and get the gain right now. But maybe if I wait a little bit of more rooms, I can apply with a better backpack and then get higher value. We want you to be making choices and adapting to everything that is possible to do all the time. And this poor little guy over here is being like destroyed by my perks. My goon basically is making him get extra damage per each hit, and then the foam makes a bubble that explodes and it's additional damage, and he basically is just suffering until I kill him.
Yeah. We must say that Luis is a few hours into the game already. He has played a bit for whatever reason, and he might be a bit overpowered, but
this is not a good run. For me, this is not a good run. Wow.
but yeah, the game will be far more difficult if you are starting to play it.
Another example of relic, we have this one here, that each time you cast an armor or it will increase the quality. So you want to protect them, then bar the protection, then protect it again, then bar the protection, and see how long can you go with that. This one, synergy.
Maybe in the next room you can see another perk, and now that we have the backpack almost filled.
Yeah, we can wait to another room. And,
okay.
And we can see another interesting thing, and then we can go back. Okay, here is Andre. Andre basically give us huge, powerful perks. We can find him a few times in the dungeon. There is a particular thing, but his power is quite bigger than the roller perks, and affects directly to the weapon that you have. It's not like we have like this foam and goon that you haven't seen. In this case, if you have a sword, it will change the rules of the sword. Just to finish in the room here, the reward is a decoration that we can later purchase in the shop. So I thought it was worth it.
Yeah.
Just wanna kill everyone. Quick. Oh. As long as you progress in the dungeon, the rooms get more and more difficult. New guys appear. These guys here like bring a swarm of slimes with them because they shoot and they bring slime with each shoot. So you have to be careful.
So that's another difference from Moonlighter 1, that usually the rooms are pretty much filled to the brim, like with enemies and with things going on. You have to read them in a very different way when compared to the first game.
Yeah.
For me, at least, creating a more intense gameplay loop.
Yeah. Here, one thing that we bring is the fact that dungeons change, and as deep as you go, the dungeon gets harder. Not like in the first game that it was like a easy dungeon and then a hard dungeon as while you progress in the game. Here, the difficulty rises for each one of the dungeons, and also as deep as you go,
within the dungeon.
within
yeah,
the dungeon,
yeah.
the dungeon it will increase.
Far
And
more
this-
dynamic.
Yeah, this is quite good, in fact,
Oh,
because this is a pretty good combo. Let's
Yeah.
go back and
perfect
apply
timing.
it. Perfect timing. Perfect timing.
Yeah, again, another of the. You can see how close we get to the
To the boss there, and
which is not always the objective.
which
I
is
must
not
say.
always the objective.
Sometimes you only want to grab a few relics and
Yeah.
see.
The thing with the boss is the boss hides the most valuable relics.
Yeah.
But if you are lower in health, the wisest thing to do sometimes is just
It's always to get back and
to get back.
sell stuff, get better gear.
Yeah. Do you like if we purchase that decoration that have used?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Let's go. Again, perfect combo.
We go here. This is our decoration seller. She's the one that the furniture seller. She sells furniture that will give us effects in the shop that will increase the value of our sales and other stuff. Okay. In this case, it's perfect because today, as I said earlier, Kalina relics are popular, so they're gonna have an increased value just because it's today. And then if we add this furniture to our shop, we can have a lot of rise value for the relics. So we go here in the furniture menu, and then we can, for example, exchange the showcase. We can add this showcase, for example, that has everything that you sell in this showcase has increased value. We can keep our best relics for this showcase, and then, for example, we can add this one that guarantees that the first perk in the shop will be rare. That allow us to be sure that it's gonna be better. And then we're gonna add this one that is gonna make the Kalina relics sell more, so it's gonna be good.
So it's not only about the aesthetics.
It's not only about the
There's
aesthetics.
A strategic layer
Yeah,
in decorating the shop.
in the shop there are two layers: the one that is just aesthetics and the one that has a strategy. We have seen with the furniture the one that is just is for the strategy, but here in decorations, this is the separation we make. We can make our shop our own, unlocking a little bit of several layers of the shop. In this one, I have a few things, not quite much, but we can buy a few more if you like it.
Yeah.
Okay, we can, as you can see, for example, I guess the right price for this one. I don't know if there's one that I didn't have the right price, but
But even if you guessed it,
yeah,
you can like try to min-max it based on popularity. You have agency. Once you have discovered the right price, you can always.
this one we don't have any information about this one. This is a new one, and what we can do is go to the codex. Then we can see all the relics, the ones that we have discovered, the ones that we don't have discovered, and we can make a comparison because they are tiered by price. So, for example, this one, and this one, and this one, as you can see, the price are rising, and we don't know the price of this one. The thing is, we don't know the price of anyone farther on, so we can take a risk here and say it's gonna be 900 and see how the people react to that.
That's it.
And in fact, like, this one is quite good. Let's gonna put it in this showcase because it's gonna be sold for much more. And let's see. We open our shop. Oh, sorry.
There's always time to.
There's always time. There's always time.
fix it. Yeah. But again, one of the main differences with the game that you don't really guess the price once and that's it.
Yeah, no.
Prices are constantly changing.
There are several layers. The perks that the good sales, when you have a sale that is fair, the people are happy with them, even if it's cheap, will increase your perk meter, and with that you will have, here it is, a new perk that will increase the price with several tools. We can increase our tip, that I think is not quite the best choice here. If we sell common relics, the tip will increase. Wow, that's quite interesting. I don't know if we use this because it's a direct increase of price, but I don't know if this one. Let's gonna check. We can check how many common. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. No, let's go with this one. So and the per meter, the next per meter keeps growing. And based on the level of your shop, you have a number of perks. Now we have just 2. We have to refill. Okay. To refill again. Okay. And let's put this one. The other layer with this is like, for example, if I increase the price of this one a little few more, I don't know if I'm in the right, maybe around this, we can get, you can guess the perfect price of the relic. It's the highest price you can get without making the customer get angry.
Which would be the ideal case for every
Which
relic.
will be the ideal case. Another perk here. And right now there's a few sales left. Is not quite. Let's gonna increase our tip and let's get an extra money. Also the relics that we have. Another one that we don't know. 64. We don't know. 21. Quite a range. Let's gonna say 50 and pray. And it was okay.
We've been playing the game a lot, but one thing that, like, even in the tutorial, I'm seeing myself trying to sell stuff like this must cost like 100, and it ends up costing like 20.
Yeah.
I love those miscalculations because they are the heart of guessing the price.
Yeah, totally. You can be as perfectionist as neat as you can, and you can be as risky and crazy with the prices as you can. People later we will not like it, but you have to adjust to the customers.
But again, this is pro strategy because I've never checked the codex. Like I'm always like guessing the right price, and I'm getting a lot of more angry faces than you, obviously. but it's part of the fun as well.
Yeah. Then, as you can see, all the money that we earn is dimmed by the endless vault that will make the game progress once we reach this amount. The game is structured around how many of these challenges are you up to make. In this case, we are like in the mid of the early access, and we have like this challenge, the third challenge of the endless vault. Okay.
So before we head to the next dungeon, is there something we should do in Tresna?
Yeah, there's a lot of things to do in Tresna right now. There's a lot of stuff happening. For one instance, here, Mr. Scratch is gonna make us a good offer. He's gonna make a proposal about increasing the level of our shop, increasing the shop to level 2, the first time we can increase the shop, which is quite expensive, but we can pay for it. We can pay for it now or pay for it later. I think it's better if we pay for it after the next run, so we can focus on the improvements on the shop. But another thing of interest, she's waiting here like, pay, please.
A landlady.
Yeah, she's like that. But a thing that can be interesting is to do this quest, the quest that Babil is gonna offer us. Babil is a weird character that has like a vengeance around one of the dimensions of the game, the gallery. Okay, basically he wants to go there and revenge beating one of the guys he used to work. I think it was not like a healthy environment in that dimension. So basically he's gonna give us a spear if we find the boss, bring the material back, and go back and build it. Having quests in the game allow us to unlock new content, but also the quest bring new locations to each one of the.
There's a lot more to do in the dungeons than just go grab relics and repeat that all the time.
Here's the rectifier, the weapon that Babil offers us, but we need that material that we don't have, that is unknown, that is obtained when we beat the boss and complete the Babil's quest. It's gonna be hard to beat that boss, I think. So better we go and find a new vendor that is here. Is this guy over here? Here's another quest, for example. This is a another vendor of the game that is kind of trapped, so it needs our help. It needs money because in this world everyone needs a little bit of money. It's like
It's
our
our
world,
world.
basically. Yeah. And when he's out, he's gonna make us offerings with modifications that we can carry from the beginning of the run that we will allow us to be more powerful in several ways, not just in direct power. It can be like economic power too. So he offers like patches for our backpack.
Okay.
And for example, this one, if we purchase it, it will help us to be
Take
less
less
beat,
damage.
like to
Oh.
survive a little bit more. It's a classic wheel, it seems. So we can place it here. And this one is quite interesting while my gun is not full, my damage is increased, so we can do that. But also we can found relics with increased quality if we are like a little bit thirsty of money, or increase our gun. But let's go. We are going for a boss, so let's gonna be more combat focused.
And you can actually see the patches in your backpack
Yeah.
in game.
Yeah,
Wow.
the patches are there once you purchase it.
I love how so many decisions are meant to be like with this deep layer of strategy to optimize your next run and whatnot,
Mm-hmm.
but also keep that cozy spirit of
Yeah.
I'm just a guy decorating my backpack, my shop. Whatnot.
Totally. Do you want to test another weapon here?
Yeah, why not?
We have the old broom here, but the old broom actually hides the spear. That is a quite particular weapon. Just gonna pick the spear.
So it's like one kind of spear.
Yeah, like you
in
see,
the first game.
like you see, now we have unlocked two dimensions, and this one has the second location unlocked.
Okay.
Locations also have more recipes for decorations, so exploring those will bring you more things for your shop too. Here we are, the gallery, and we can find
Who's this guy?
an old friend of here. Okay. Seems to be trapped. Maybe we can help him later on. Another thing with the quest is like they are built around this idea that you will find problems that the solution is not accessible to you yet. So it will allow you to go and keep exploring the game and then find ways to go back and help the people that you will find, like in the case of Masahira.
Even across dimensions.
Cross dimension.
Wow, that's interesting. Because one of the questions we got most often in our Discord is how quests work and how are they different to what was present in the first game, which was mostly kill this monster, bring me this material, very errand oriented.
Yeah.
And I can see here they have a lot more depth.
Yeah, like I said, like the Endless Vault structures the game in the sense that you will need to constantly earn money to make the main events of the game happen. But each one of the dimensions have their own stories. Tresna has their own story. The characters have their own needs and stories. So the quests are revolving them. Through them we can know more about the dimensions and bring new layers to the spaces that we usually go to basically loot. So if in the first game, like the game was a showcase of the bosses and those were the main way to the main quest of the game, in this case, like the main quest revolves around your money. It doesn't care about where do you go. I help myself without that. And then the characters will add new layers and have new needs that will bring further upgrades and more things to do in the dungeons. Okay.
But it's our way to translate, I guess, the one thing that was very lovely from Moonlighter 1, which was like I see this spark in one, like there were layers within the dungeons, like different ways to. It's not only going from point A to B.
Yeah.
But there are also different ways to interact with the dungeons, to explore the dungeon, not even in the short term, but in the long term.
Yeah, it's like we don't have here exploratory dungeon in the sense that you will not explore the dungeon. The dungeon is built to adapt and make choices about the wealth, but the dungeon will have spots and layers to have a sense that to bring the players a sense of curiosity and be rewarding about what does this mean, or why is the character here, or how can I help this character here. And also we will add a few secrets to the dungeons that we think will bring that sense from the original into a new level, allowing us to have dungeons that are built around adapting and making choices constantly. These two guys here is gonna give us a little bit of a problem, but if we, for example, in this case, in the next three encounters, we're gonna find that the enemies defeated will drop a grenade, but afterwards will increase our critical damage. If we want to kill the boss, this is a risk I will take.
Again, risk reward.
Yeah,
Not only the backpack, but
yeah, not only the backpack.
it's a game about that mostly.
Yeah. So basically now, there's a lot of bad boys here. I can rebound the bullets of these guys because they are in their rupture state. This is another of the mechanics of the game. This has well been seen in the past, but it has different layers too based on the dimension and based on the enemies. The weapon we carry now is the spear. With the spear, basically, we have like this main attack when we hit the enemy, but our special attack basically allow us to bring back all the little spears that our main attack are delivering.
So you are setting traps in the
Basically.
in a way. And now that we are talking about weapons, you mentioned that we can find decorations, but can you find like same recipes but for weapons, something like this, like get new weapons within the dungeon, not to use in the dungeon, but
basically we are not. If the question is around changing the weapon across the run, is something that will not happen. We will develop the weapon across the run, but as I said early, we will find certain secrets in the main reward of those will be new gear, new equipment for the player. So yeah, there's gonna be ways to find weapons in the dungeon.
Yeah, that's another thing that I love from this new approach. That it's not only the money is the main thing, of course, but you can progress in many ways. There are a lot more layers involved in Moonlighter 2 than in Moonlighter 1.
Yeah.
So you maybe unlock a new weapon that suits your playstyle like better, and it will help you for the next run, even if it was a failure in terms of money.
Yeah.
There are a lot of things going on.
A lot of things going on, yeah. We want the dungeons to be like a playground with several objectives, not be like something that you go complete and forget. So we wanted to keep them fresh for the player to go back, give them several reasons to go back. In Prison, the main mechanic around relics are the shock. The shock is a good thing at start because shocking a relic gives them quality naturally, but when it's shocked, it gets overcharged. You can see that it has this thunder effect over it. If I shock the relic again, it will be destroyed. So I have to be careful with the shock. How can I solve the problem? We can find these batteries that will eliminate the overcharge away, and then they're gonna kill themselves. The effects around the dynamics that we built around this dimension are totally different from the ones in Kalina. But the thing here is more about increasing as much as you can the power of the shock and keeping your relics safe while you shock them. I'm gonna destroy this guy. Sorry. Like we have seen in Kalina, the hazard that was like this flower that when we hit spawns bullets toward the enemies. In the gallery we find these tasers that when they are overcharged, they basically stun the enemy for a while. Okay. Okay, good. Chill. Goodbye. And we complete the challenge, and now we have the critical effect. And we have another perk. I'm focusing quite much on perks in this round because we want to go to the boss and defeat it.
See that we are in the middle of the dungeon, maybe.
Yeah.
How long can a run be, more or less?
It depends on the run. It depends if you are at the early stages of the game. The dungeon will be longer as you progress. It's going to be more challenging, but have more rewards and higher rewards. I think at the beginning of the game we can be like 50 minutes run, and in the later stages of the game, each run will be like half hour maybe.
Again, you're always in control.
Yeah.
Go now.
Yeah, totally. The thing is that usually you stay because once you
stay, the more money you get.
Once you taste the money that comes from killing a boss, you want to repeat the process again. Oh, this is cool. Okay. The effect that we are using in this run is the thunder. Basically, is something that comes with our character, with Will. As you can see, when I hit enemies, I charge this bar here, this circular bar, and when it's complete, everyone gets a thunder. Goodbye. No. Okay. Bye.
Literally bye. Alright.
Yeah. This is the t-shirt I was talking about. It stuns the enemy, so I can kill you. Okay, bye. Let's keep going. Okay. More power for the t-shirts. We're gonna face the mini boss of the area.
There's always a mini boss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the middle of the round, you will find this mini boss that basically is like overpowered enemy. As you can see, this guy is quite quick and quite challenging. Very good. Let's gonna use the taser here. Be a little bit. Let me hit you, and then I use my special and bar you, and another thunder. You know, like if you
building up.
Yeah, while you are building up your power. Starts to be delivering in these stages of the run.
Yeah, in this way Will can get way more overpowered than in the first game. Like
Totally. Yeah. the thing of the power of Will in this version of the game is that it stays with the run. It will not come back with you. So each run you will try to be that powerful. In another times you will be tempted about a lot of special. Oh, another. These are here. Chill out, relax, go away. Thank you. We have unlocked a new material here. Mm-hmm. The materials of mini bosses bring you specific materials that are quite useful to have new armors. For example, that this one that we just have unlocked. We can purchase the armor later. And let's see if we can make something with our backpack, even if we are focused with the Broch right now. For example, this one, each time you remove an overcharge, gains quality. So why not get crazy and let everyone be overcharged? And this one is gonna be quite powerful here. And this one transforms common relics into batteries, which is good too. Use them to get the overcharged relics and be chilled in order to be shot again. There's a lot of things happening right now in the backpack. This is something that used to happen. As you can see, this one each time I remove an overcharge, it will get money. So with this single chest, I have increased a lot the quality of my relics.
And again, the proof that There's a lot more than just forging
Yeah,
items.
yeah. For example,
Like
this
100%.
one is a relic that is not quite interesting with the things I'm doing right now because I want to overcharge and remove. But for example, if I try to avoid overcharging, if I keep my shocks as lower as possible, this one will double the power of shock. This makes synergy with other ones that will make the power of shock quite powerful. So once I have the right target, I can make a shock that is awfully powerful and increase the quality of that. But for example, I'm more interested in this one right now because I'm gonna shock and then remove the overcharge. So this one is gonna benefit from those shocks. Just gonna do it, why not? Increase the value. She gets extra, she gets a little bit extra, 6 extra, and then when I have the chance I will remove the overcharge and go in. I need to find batteries. Okay, let's gonna go this route.
It took a while to get to the
Yeah,
boss.
yeah. Talking about the boss, here it is.
Oh,
Yeah. See, he's kind of an idiot. Okay.
I like these character moments in the dungeons. Like
Yeah.
in the first game, I remember like finding a skeleton
Yeah.
and some notes and overthinking the lore. But now I am having these real interactions with characters I know from Tres now, with characters I will know from farther in the dungeon.
Yeah, narrative wise, we are trying to give a lot more of character. So, like you said, to this moment, to these spaces, bringing these guys that could have a little bit of space to shine in these moments. Also, regarding the dungeons, we have like additional information about the dungeon through the description of each one of the relics, using the relics to telling us a little bit of the story of what happened in each one of these spaces. Okay, let's keep going. Place it here. Now, I should say, as you can see, there's a lot of stuff going on right now in the screen.
Absolutely. I think it really shows that you are so used to play the game.
Go. Okay.
But I can imagine players like new players
Yeah.
getting beaten to the ground so many times. Like, of course, there are ways to get better playing the game and improving your weapons and whatnot, but
Yeah.
I think it will be far more difficult for those who haven't. Like, how many hours have you?
A lot. I'm actually not quite a skilled player, but I think I play this game quite a bit. Well, this one is gonna die by its own means. This by far. Okay.
And I like that even if there are many enemies on screen, I can tell when are they going to attack, when they are not.
Yeah.
I think honestly, from this demo, I think we've improved a lot of the legibility and the readability of how the combat works. And I think that's a very good point for a game that relies so heavily on crowd control and overabundance of enemies around you.
Yeah. It has been quite challenging. The people has done an amazing job to bring to life this type of combat and make it the most satisfactory as it could be. And I think there are a lot of layers that are helping to make it quite fun. We have like the depth with the guns, we have like the how readable and in point are the role of each enemy, how the first help a lot to build these moments when you have like all of these little slimes and you can basically burn them all or give them with a thunder a lot of damage. Okay. This is a quite old relic, and I think I think I'm gonna be greedy on this one. I can have 2 of these ones because once I soak this relic, it's gonna duplicate. So just gonna do that.
You can basically break your backpack.
Yeah. If I was like less focused on the combat right now, more focused on the backpack, I will keep that relic, see the ways to increase their quality without shocking the relic, and then shocking it to duplicate it with as much quality as they could have. We are
So close.
we are close to the boss. Yes.
Final one, it's a boss. We just haven't seen like
Not
maybe
quite much.
one screenshot.
Yeah, maybe one screenshot.
A trailer, but just a bit.
Yeah,
This is
just
the
a
first time we're seeing
Yes.
this was not.
Okay. Myself. As I said, quite less skill, and this guy comes just to die. Bye. Okay.
But I like that you need to use potions. Like even you might say you are not a skill, but you have played a lot of Moonlighter. So at this point, like even now the game still gives you challenges and
Yeah,
forces you
totally.
to be concentrated and be focused.
It makes no sense that I'm saying this, but for me it's still funny. Even after all these years, even after all these runs.
It makes a lot of sense because it shows how the game was meant to be played like for hours and hours and hours in return and always find new challenges and relics and whatnot.
Yeah. Here this character is quite anticipating that he has set a little surprise for us. It is not that big a surprise. There's a big school at the end of the map. So here we are with this guy. I think it's not being quite seen. Yeah, this place is like an art gallery, but not quite
Not
regular.
VR.
Quite,
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay. This is the moment that we can bring them down. Oh. Oh. One more hit, and a thunder comes. There we go. Okay.
I think I love this boss battle, how the intensity like, constantly changes. Like you can make him fail and hit him, but in a matter of seconds he will be like casting all these thunder.
Yeah.
There are opportunities to attack, but there's also a lot of intensity. Like you can get bored.
No, it's a constant trade-off of trying to avoid and then attacking. And we do this little dance here. Okay. One for the road.
And people ask why we went through it.
Yeah.
We can dance, baby.
Okay. He's getting mad. For you. Not for me, for you again. Okay, here you go. We put a lot of effort in making these guys, each one of them, feel pretty unique with things like this crazy interface. And he basically plays volleyball with us.
I got that reference. But again, I like how it's compared with the Herald, for example, the first boss I faced in the demo. And there it was mostly about waiting for the chance to give the projectile back.
Yeah.
But way less active than here. and way more punishing. Like here, if you it will damage you if you don't return it.
Totally. The Herald is like an introduction to a lot of boss concepts. Oh. Okay. Okay. Whoa, this is a different pattern. So let's go here.
Very mean while you
Totally.
dodge.
More people play. All these attackers and all these attackers. One of the house. Here and here, and he's gonna get away. And we are clean. It's quite.
But you're doing well.
Yeah, it's a lot more easier when there are not like minions trying to hurt you.
Nearly enough hit run.
No, not at all.
At least in the boss.
Not at all.
At least the boss.
Not at all. I had to use all my potions. I'm not gonna lie, I've been training. Even more angry. Yeah, there he goes. And he also wants to punish me even farther with the lasers after that. Okay.
Easy.
Boom. Go. Okay.
I was going to ask, can you actually fell off? But
Oh no!
yeah,
Yes.
you can.
Hit. I didn't hit a lot.
Oh. You will be close.
Whoa. Oh. Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay.
You can actually feel the tension because this is the first time I'm actually firing up. I'm not asking questions. Like so blue to the
Okay.
screen right now.
Okay. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Okay.
Oh shit. 2 grenades, okay. 3 grenades, okay. Not a big old problem.
Very fair.
Okay. Yeah. Whoa. I've been, as I said, I'm not quite good. Whoa. And now he's.
I don't know if we will make it. Which is, again, I think it's positive. It says a lot of.
Yeah, guys. Oh, I'm falling again. I'm gonna die. Ah. Ah. I'm dying.
Will it? No.
I'm dying.
3.
Oh. No.
Oh.
I dead. No.
Oh, we were lost.
And when you die, basically half of the quality that you have in the backpack is gone.
We will. We tried.
We tried. We need to
Go to Tresna, get better.
yeah, improve and then try it again.
Yeah, maybe we could see one of those ways to improve and
Yeah.
call it a day for today.
Yeah, I think we can improve the shop. I think maybe
Yeah,
something
for
that we can do
instance,
right now. I think we have the money.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Okay. Extra roof.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. As you can see now, we have like a couple more of showcase, a lot of space, and also inside the chest we have extra layers inside our chest.
Ooh.
So each time you improve your shop, you will have more space to keep things and then go back to the dungeon and try to make the most sales possible.
This is where the hoarding
Yeah.
is back.
Yeah, totally. Okay.
Okay. So should we call it a day? I think we've
Yeah,
seen
yeah.
a lot of the game.
Yeah, Tyke will wait for the next run. Let's
Yeah,
see if
yeah.
we can beat it.
Yeah, and there are a lot more bosses waiting
Yeah,
for you in the full game. It's been a pleasure, guys, to show you a bit more of Moonlighter 2 and answering all your questions, all the doubts you had on our Discord, our Reddit, and all our socials. It's been a pleasure not only playing this, but being so close to you throughout the whole development. And I hope, and we hope, it keeps that way during the early access.
yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your time.
Bye bye.
Bye.